All right, guys. So a couple of days ago, I got this message from a good friend over here who told me that there's something new in the AppSheet community about how you can create buttons with this new button maker he has made. So if you recall, I did a video on how you can create buttons in AppSheet, right? That are just different from the normal default AppSheet buttons, right? And then with what he's introduced, you could actually create much more nicer buttons, animated buttons, and I think they're pretty cool. So they also do pretty much the same thing. They open the view that you are trying to go to. So let's see how you can do this in Apps, guys. Okay, so to start it off, like we always do, we're going to go to the AppSheet community, and I'm going to come here. Good, and then tips and tricks. Good. Over here. So now what we're looking for is does actually need a button maker. So we come here. Good. And that is what he's done. Okay. The name where is Siam Sudin. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well, but if I'm not, please forgive me. And over here, you see all the information he's talked about on his AppSheet button maker. Okay, so you can create any button you want in AppSheet using what he's designed over here. So I'm going to click this to look at the button. Now, just to point out, he's written a lot of things about how to use it, okay? So please go through, please read it to get more information. It's fantastic body of work that he has put up over here. Just read it and please don't forget to leave a like, okay? Sign in. I always do not sign in, but please sign in and then leave a like over there for what he's done. Good stuff. Okay, so over here, this is the button I created. I'm just going to show you from the start. When you come here to the front page, the tutorial, when you click the tutorial, it takes you back here, right? But what you want to do is come to the button editor. Good. Now, when you come over here, you see all the information you need to see. Okay, now there are three main types of buttons you can create. You can create a flat design, okay, no animation, just text, like the one we had in the app I created last time. Okay, then you have a non-flat design, so it has gradients, it has color, it has stroke. Do you get it? And then you have what? An animated version. Do you get it? Fantastic stuff. Let's put a lot of work into this. Good. So what you want to do is if you want flat, you first select text. You can change the font. Okay, so you can use any font and then it just changes over there. You can change the text over here. So you can just change this to home. Um, right, and that changes that to home. You can change the font size, increase that or reduce that with this, and then that reduces this. You can change the font color, okay, to any color you want over here. Right, good. So that is for this. Okay, good. And then you can change the shape. You get it? So you can say fill, no fill, fill. The width, okay, how wide do you want this to be? If you want this to be just 100, then you have a circle, like AppSheet. Do you get it? Good. If you don't want this, you want this to be different, you can say 300, and then you have something like this. The height, let's say you want the height to be, let's say 150. 150 like that. Then you have something like this. You get, and then the radius, you can also decide the radius over here. So the radius is radius is 100. You have something like this. Then you can change the color, okay, to this, right? Pink, whatever you want to do, you have the option to do it. Stroke, stroke is actually like a border. So he called the border stroke. So you see, that's the border over there. Let me change to something much more visual, contrasting. Good. So that's what he calls a stroke. You can decide how thick it will be or how lean it will be. You get to go to then effects. So you have different effects. You have gold, like this. You have glass muff. You have glossy. You have neon, rainbow, all sorts of things, right? You are spoiled with options at this point, right? Good. So I actually went with animation. Okay, I went to animation. You add animation to whatever you do over here. So let me go and actually do something serious. Change this to white, shape. This is 50. Reduce this to 100 to 16. Oh, this is not looking good. Let's say 20. Yeah, let's say something like this. Right. Let's change the color to something like this. Good. Let's say something like this, right? And then I'm going to add the animation effects to this. So I have something like this. There are different animations actually. Different animations you can select from. Let's say I want this. So when you are done with all these things, you're done going through browsing and everything. Now, the part of how you actually include it into your app is very important. First, you need to copy the code. So you click this and then you copy this code. Is that okay? You copy it this way. Good. Now, when you're done, you're not going to take it straight to AppSheet. No, no, no. You need to convert this code to what we call base 64. So you come here and click to SVG Viewer. Okay, this is going to take you to a platform called SVG Viewer. Good. And then you're going to highlight this and paste the code you just copied. So you can view it over here. But AppSheets, for some reason, I'm not sure, cannot render this maybe. So we want to come to data URI, right? And then we want to copy the base 64. You get it good. So now you have that. Good. Now what you want to do is you want to come into your app. So I'm going to come into my apps. The app I'm using is this app. Good. Now over here, this is where I've put this. I'm going to put another button over here just to see how you create it. So where is it? I think it's inventory. Good. So over here, I'm just going to create a new button. Let me call this demo button. Good. So if I paste this here, click save. Now, instead of using image, we're going to use long text, which is HTML. Click done. Okay, let's see what happens. So I'll come here, come to summary. Let me introduce my demo button. Good. And I just see it as text. Is that okay? Good. Because there are a few things we need to do. Is that okay? A few things we need to do. So if you read, and that's why I said you need to read what he said. If you come here to info, he talks about some steps. Do you get it? Now over here, you need to create a virtual column. Do you get it? And then you need to use this formula, this link. So I'm going to copy this. This is what's going to actually make it work. So your base 64 doesn't just go straight into your virtual column. It goes into this formula. So back here, the reason why it's not working is going to click this, come here, make some space here, and paste this over here. So there's an anchor tag. Is that okay? You need to provide a link to where you want this particular button to take you to. Is that okay? So you provide that link here. I'm going to show you how you can get that. And then you put your base 64 over here. So what we have down here, I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to paste this right after the source. Yeah, good. So I have this in here now. Good. And then I'm going to delete this guy. Good. Now it's not done. It's not done. Still need something else. Okay. I need something else. And that is the link to the page. So I'm going to click save for now. Click done. And then I want this particular button to take me to where is the inventory form. So you come to the where you want to go, your destination, right? Come to behavior, and then you see app link over here. You want the HTML link. So I'm just going to copy this HTML link like this. Is that okay? Come back to where my button is. Click this. Come here, and I'll paste this link here. Where are you? Where are you? All right. So now let's see if this works. Click save, click done. Let's save this. It's broken. Okay, the reason why this is broken is because we need to put single quotes at the beginning of each. So a single quote here and a single quote here, this way. Good. So a single quote at the beginning of each side. You get it. Click save, click done, and save this. Good. And then you see what now we have our button showing there nicely. Good. So it's very simple, guys. It's very simple once you understand what you're doing. You just come here, you create whatever you want to create. Step one, you copy the code for it. Step two, and then you go to SVG, paste that code here. You paste it here. You see the view of what it's creating. The preview, I mean. Then you come here, then you can copy the base 64, and that's what you use in AppSheet. Good. Now let's test this button, see if it works. So when you click this, yes, it opens the form. My only issue with this is it opens it on the web. So you see when I click this, I have to open a new tab. Okay, it doesn't open in the app like this one opens in the app. So you should note when you use this, if the person is going to be using this offline, I don't know how it's going to work, if it's going to be able to handle that. Let's see. But then it does work. So if you want a button that's more animated and for that reasons it works on the web, you can use this option. It's very fancy. And also, another thing I'm not too sure how that will do or that will work is with this, you can attach an action that can, let's say, delete or do a change in a value in a field, but this can only navigate. So these buttons are only for navigation. So for now, they're only for navigation. I'm very sure he'll be able to come up with something that will be able to do delete and other things or attach actions to it that can do all those things. So guys, thank you very much. I hope you learned something. You never know how this can be handy for you in a project or something you're doing. So please add it to your AppSheet tips and tricks. And I hope to see you in the next video. Take care. Bye, guys.